Today on August 2nd, Archangel Michael says, "It's an emergency. 2 minutes left. The identity of this person who wants to harm you is out. The name will open it immediately." Archangel Michael says, "This is urgent and cannot be delayed any longer. The layers of darkness are crumbling. And today, on July 2nd, the identity of the one who plotted behind your back is finally exposed. What they intended to do in silence will now thunder like a storm into your life, demanding your full attention. You must listen carefully now, for the signs around you have been whispering this danger, and today is the day you cannot ignore it. A betrayal so personal, so cruel, it pierces the skin of your trust. Someone has been smiling with you, speaking kindly, but behind closed doors, they've sold your peace. This person is not distant. They walked your halls, eaten your food, and hugged you with false comfort. Their mask has started to slip and heaven has marked this moment as your protection hour. Archangel Michael says 2 minutes left is not symbolic. It's prophetic. You are not reading this by chance. There is an urgency in the spiritual realm and time is running out to change what they've initiated. The name will come into your heart like a whisper, but don't be afraid. Because now that it is exposed, their power begins to collapse. You are not alone. Forces of light have already surrounded your path. Do not look back and second guess. The dream you had recently was not random. It was a warning. And the detail you overlooked in that dream is about to make sense. This person has tried multiple ways to reach into your energy. Through people, through lies, through even pretending to care. But no more. Their path toward you has been cut. Comment now to declare your spiritual shield. Every word you say carries fire, and this fire is the one thing I cannot touch without being burned. Tud Bayan to get blessing. 333. They held your photo in their hand and whispered intention. Soaked in envy. The very thought that you were moving forward shook them to their core. So they acted not out of strength, but out of pure desperation. A woman older than you is involved in this. Your eyes watched everything silently. She is not the root, but she is the mirror reflecting their plot. You trusted her once. You told her something you shouldn't have. And now that information has been twisted into a weapon. They are trying to paint you in a color that isn't yours. But divine judgment has stepped into your timeline. And every false label will be peeled away. Listen. On the 2nd of July, this was meant to reach you because they are trying to finalize something behind your back. Something with a signature, a digital recording, or a deal that puts your name in the middle. Their aim was not just to ruin your peace. It was to trap you in blame. They want to drag your reputation. But our Archangel Michael has shattered the chains before they could be tightened. They will try to backpedal soon. They will act confused or pretend they never meant harm. Do not fall for their act. Type Amen to get blessing 770. You will feel strange chills when you are near them. Your stomach may tighten or your chest may feel heavy. These are not health symptoms. They are spiritual alerts. There was a day they called someone and mentioned your name. That conversation was recorded by divine timing. It will resurface in a way you cannot yet see. Their greatest mistake was thinking you were alone. They forgot the divine doesn't sleep. And every step they made was being watched. They've been gathering details about you, pretending to check in while really collecting things to use later. But what they didn't know is that the final thing they tried will turn against them. You'll notice people around you acting differently. Some will suddenly distance themselves. That's because the truth is crawling out of the shadows. Now comment I cancel every evil plan to break their attachment. Do not worry about how it will happen. Just speak and it is done. The power of this message lies not in fear but in awareness. I payment to get blessing 222. Your name was written down. Yes, on a list of people to be removed, shut down, or ruined. But heaven took that list and set fire to it. This wasn't the first time they tried. In fact, they've done this before and thought you didn't notice, but now their efforts will be stopped in full view of everyone. There is a photo of you on their phone. Used in a conversation with cruel intent, they send it to someone with a mocking message. But that image will come back to haunt them with judgment. Someone you barely know, but who has always watched you quietly has seen this. They will soon step forward with something they've been keeping. A truth that will expose what's been happening without your knowledge. Archangel Michael says they are running out of time. Your enemies feel it in your chest. That shaking, that sense that everything is slipping because this very message is the crack that breaks their foundation. Your peace is being restored, but not before their evil is exposed. This is necessary for your full protection. I payment to get blessing 555. They've involved two men in this. Now, one is pretending to be neutral, but he's feeding information both ways. The other is more dangerous. He's acting from jealousy. This jealous one once admired you. Now that admiration turns sour and he feels you've taken something that should have been his. He is trying to erase your success by poisoning others with lies. But a spiritual court has already ruled in your favor. And now everything they speak will be reversed. Even the people who listen to their lies will begin to see. You may find out a document has your name misspelled or incorrectly listed. That is not a mistake. It wasn't an accident. It was done to delay or block something important in your life. But don't panic. Stay calm and take action, guided by divine strength. You're stepping into a season where every trap set against you will turn into a testimony. Type Amen if you believe that. Every lie spoken against you is about to collapse. You might feel pressure while you sleep, a heaviness on your chest. That's not just stress. It's spiritual interference. They're trying to plant fear in your dreams, but it won't work. Tonight, do this. Light a candle. Speak your full name out loud. Declare, my home is sealed. My spirit is protected. That small act will shake the ground beneath their feet. Their whispers will bounce off your walls and return to them empty. They didn't expect you to wake up. They thought you'd stay silent, unaware, easy to control. But this message disrupted their plans. You've stepped into divine clarity. And you'll feel it, even before anything changes, a new lightness in your soul. That's because the danger has already been uprooted. Type Amen to receive your blessing. 144. Here's the truth. The person closest to this plot is someone you once trusted. They smile, but behind that smile is bitterness. They resent your growth, your strength, your awakening. But you're not who you were 6 months ago. You're wiser now, spiritually sharper. And that's what scared them the most. Soon, you'll get a call or message that confirms everything. But when it comes, don't react with anger. Respond with silence. Your silence will speak volumes. They'll try one last time to shake you, to push you into reacting. Don't fall for it. Walk away with grace. Claim your emotional freedom. The game they played is over. You are now on a new timeline. Untouched, guided, and protected. Type Amen to receive your blessing. 999. This is not your battle anymore. Let divine justice do what you can't. The unraveling has already begun, and it will be quiet, almost poetic.